Hello everyone, happy holidays. Today I'm going to be showcasing my Christmas songs project that uses a buzzer and 3 buttons to play 3 different Christmas songs. So if you want to learn more about using these parts, check out the Arduino tutorials section of my channel, and as always, don't forget to subscribe. Let's get into it. Alright, so first we have We Wish You a Merry Christmas. Alright, and now let's do Jingle Bells. Alright, and the last song, Santa Claus is Coming to Town. Alright, so how do these songs actually work? So over here we have our buttons, right? So buttons, the way they work is that when you press them down, it records the value as 1 or high, and when you let them go, it records the value as 0, right? And so what happens is the Arduino is waiting for an input from one of these buttons to turn it to high, and once the button is pressed down, the circuit connects and it sends a signal to the Arduino, which then communicates to the buzzer exactly which project or which song you want it to play. And let's take a look at some of the code for this. Because of how sort of advanced the code is, it's not too advanced, but you need to know a little bit of coding to be able to do it. I would rate this as a hard project. Alright, let's run through a little bit of this code. So first we have the pitches library, which allows us to have these commands that have notes for them, which are preset for the buzzer so that nobody has to program all of these notes by hand for each buzzer. And then you have the define function, which defines the buzzer function and it cannot be changed. Then the reason this code is quite complicated is because it makes use of a lot of arrays, and arrays are something that show up a little bit later in terms of coding progress. So if you don't know arrays, this might be a harder project for you, right? And so what this is, it's a list of all of these nodes, and you're able to access them one by one, and it's really useful for projects that require certain orders or lists of things. Then you have, so this is the melody, this is all the notes. Then you have the tempo of, this is specifically for Jingle Bells, these notes and this tempo. And so 8 represents an eighth note, 4 represents a quarter note, 2 represents a half note, and here we have 16, which is a 16th note, right? And then next we have We Wish You a Merry Christmas. We have the notes for that, we have the tempo for that, and then we have Santa Claus is Coming to Town, we have the notes, and we have the tempo, and over here you can also see a 1, that is a whole note. Alright, and these are the switches, the buttons, they're all set to 0 right now, and here we have the void setup, which sets up each of the buttons right here. This is the buzzer, and this is the LED indicator, which I did not use in this project, but I had it originally planned, but I didn't end up using it. And here we have the switch 1, switch 2, and switch 3. These values are the read values for the buttons. So if you wanted to read the values that are coming off the button and like print it to the monitor, or use them to detect which song you wanted to sing, then you would use it for that. And so if switch 1 equals high, then you would sing the first song. If switch 2 is high, then you would sing the second song. Switch 3 is high, then you'd sing the third song. Basically what this does, it looks for whether a singular button is pressed, and then it goes to the sing function, which is right here. So the sing function basically distinguishes which song is being played, right? So if the song is 3, then it'll print this to the serial monitor. It'll see the size of the array that was made before of all the notes divided by the size of the um, the size of the tempo, right? And then it sets up a for loop and it plays each note over and over. And then over here, it makes use of the buzz function, which we'll look at later. And then this checks for song number 2, which is Santa Claus is Coming to Town. And this one checks for song 1, which is Jingle Bells. Right? And then, and now we have the buzz function, right? So the buzz function relies on 3 parameters: the target pin, the frequency, and the length, right? And long is just another thing that allows us to have different parameters. Like here we have an integer, but then here we have an array that is accessing an integer, right? And so we have this is the LED that I did not use, and then this sets up how long the buzzer actually plays for, and there's a lot of values here and it's quite complicated. And so this is another for loop where the buzzer turns on, buzzer turns off for a specific amount of time, and this delay value is based on the note that you want to play, right? And so basically what this does is it sets up the buzzer so that you're able to play each note and have it come out as a coherent song. All right, thank you so much for watching my video. Don't forget to subscribe and check out the Arduino tutorials section of my channel if you want to learn how to use these components in depth, like the buzzer and the button. They will go into much more detail than I've gone into it in this video. And also don't forget to check out my website, which will be displayed on your screen right now and in the description, and it contains all of the code for this project, as well as information about more of my projects and more code that you can utilize, as well as more videos that you can watch on this channel.